Dead and Hip Hop album review, 50 Cent, Animal Ambition. Before we get into the review, make sure you go subscribe to Dead End Sports. Everything's still getting worked out. It's not the best, but you want to get in before the crowd does. So subscribe today. It's your boy FIFO, your boy Ken, your boy Beezy. We live every Tuesday night, Blog Talk Radio, and also here and there we do our Google Hangouts sessions as well.
So
12
Kyle shit, man?
I got you, man. I got you. So we do the Google Hangout sessions, and it's not just us three. We also have a host, 12 Kyle. So go follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and again, go subscribe to Dead End Sports, man. We coming. So 50 Cent, Animal Ambition. Look, I have to be honest. Man, look, 50 has fallen so far off the radar for me that the last time that there was anything of 50 Cent that I liked was back in 09. War Angel LP. That that shit, yo. I really, yes.
I was like, holy shit.
I thought he was coming back, and he kind of took another hiatus. But look, he's been handling business, and we see that. So 50's always been about business first, and I can appreciate that. With that being said, this right here is vintage 50 Cent album for me. It's not Get Rich or Die Trying, but I feel like it was the same 50 Cent that recorded this one. It wasn't, I'm not even gonna say the album of that year that I'm referring to. I'm gonna just say the year, 2005. That album right there, I can't even say the name. That's how bad it is.
Massacre?
Yes, Massacre was horrendous. I felt like on the album, I'm a Hustler felt like 2005 50. But outside of that, everything else I felt like was real vintage. Like my favorite joint on this was Irregular Heartbeat with Jada and Kid. Yo, Jada's verse, that beat, that shit was just crazy. Like to me, again, vintage Jada Kiss, big Jada Kiss fan. So like that just brought me back. And Jada been killing the feature too. Been killing features altogether. Another joint that I really liked was Hold On. That really sounded like vintage 50 Cent. It really took me back to Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack. So I just felt like 50 took a lot of versions of himself and put it onto this album. And that's why I'm saying like it's vintage 50. It's not anything brand new that's gonna blow your mind away. Oh my God, 50 is like doing all these different sounds. No, but it's not old either. You know what I'm saying? It's just like 50 in 2014. So if you liked 50 back then, you should like this album. And also Pilot. You know what I'm saying? It's another one that a lot of people on iTunes don't like it. Like the popularity is not big on that one track, but I like it because it's kind of, he's doing what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? When you're somebody in 50 stature, like, yeah, he's rocking designer shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look at me, I'm doing this. I got chicks on my, okay, yeah, nigga, you are the pilot. You are the head of, your whole conglomerate, and you're doing it like you're supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I can't even hate on 50, because at the end of the day, you look at Kid, he was like on 3 tracks, and that's his guy. So it's like G-Unit Records, so he's always about business first, and that's the one thing I can appreciate from him. And then you can hear like the music, maybe it's not as high on a priority scale, but he's still giving you quality music. So I definitely fuck with this album. It's definitely a vintage 50 Cent album. Go support. But the one track I could definitely do without is Animal Ambition. I didn't like that song. Animal Ambition. That shit just sounded corny. It just sounded like 50 was reaching to me. And then how it ended, I couldn't do that. And then like how it ended on that soft shit, couldn't do that really either.
Don't laugh.
I can't help it.
What song you said you couldn't do either?
Some soft shit.
Like Winter Circle and Twisted. You know what I'm saying?
Winter Circle is brilliant.
You like the? I just felt like at that point it was just repetitive. Like at that point it was just too soft. But I say this though.
Oh my God.
We had all kind of animals. That's like goddamn elephant in the background and shit. I was gonna be quiet, but shit, that shit was funny as hell.
I don't know about this. 50's in a weird state of flux, man, because he started out with, of course, this debut album that was immensely successful. And unfortunately for him, that's the bar that he's been held to. And anytime he fails to meet that, for him is deemed a failure. And I think 50 over the last couple of years, when he's dropped albums, he's kind of stuck with those gangster-like, thug type of songs. And this, he's doing something different, where I think for him, he's trying to evolve and put out, different forms of content and approach different subjects. Outside of the couple of tracks that you have on here, like Hold On, Irregular Heartbeat, et cetera. But then you turn around and you have Winter Circle. Like I said, I think that's a brilliant song, because imagine if that song is picked up just off of the hook alone. I'm just thinking this long term, just somebody pick that song up just for that hook. That man stand to make a lot of money, man, just off of that. If they kind of like what Macklemore did with Wings, and that shit got picked up by the NBA and took off. So while I didn't care much for the song, with the R. Kelly type, R. Kelly sounding artist on there, if that song get picked up, man, shit, that dude's gonna make a lot of money. But I'm not feeling the album like FIFO is. Nah.
It's not better than the Masker.
Hell no. Hell
You see his face though?
Hell no. I'm with Ken.
No, it's not even, no.
I was really hoping to like this album when it came out. I'm like, okay, Animal Ambition. I'm thinking, like, okay, 50 Cent, this is your chance to show me that you're back. You know what I'm saying? Because he had some very lackluster albums the last few albums with Before I Self-Destruct and Curtis. Did not care for those. But it was crazy because in between those two albums, he released the War Angel LP. And I'm like, okay, that's the 50 Cent I love right there. It's not saying I want him to duplicate that exact album, but I just want him to release a mainstream album and show me why you the 50 Cent that I was a fan of at first. It was bad. I thought this was he did not sound interested in this album at all. What? Why everybody laughing at me?
It was just bad.
It was bad, man. Cause like this, even from the start of the album, I woke up, it was a motherfucker.
Rich as fuck.
Rich is insane. This is insane. Rich in the motherfucker.
Different
Ain't shit
bitch.
Change. Yeah.
Same ass.
Same man. Yeah.
Different chick.
Yeah. It's like I'm like, really 50? You gonna start the album off like this? And then they got. I mean, I get it, but just at least rap good. At least sound like you're interested in this album. Like he didn't even sound interested in this album at all. Then it went to the next track. I think the Yo Gotti track. I didn't care for that. I thought the hook was a lot of hooks on here was so corny on here, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, because I didn't even know he started the verse. I thought that was still like the hook when he started rapping. Something. Don't worry about it. I thought it was the hook. And I'm thinking like, where's the verse at? And then when I heard Yo Gotti, I'm like, holy shit, that was the that shit was awful.
That was the first one.
And then it went to the fucking corny ass animal.
Yeah, that was.
I did. You like that shit?
I'm not saying anything, dude.
You liked it. I thought that was a little too extra. I mean, I understand, why you,
there's nothing to understand.
No. I mean, I understand why he had the little animal,
okay.
voice. I mean, the way he made his voice go deep and stuff. I'm like, oh my god, like
He said animal.
I get it, but it was still corny. It was too
God,
extra.
that's so cool.
Yeah, it was so. Thank you, right? It was so corny.
Y'all let R. Kelly do it when he
It
did
was
his
so-
song with the.
I got the animal. That was, I mean, he didn't sound.
He approved that shit. He approved that shit to be the final part.
Exactly. So that was bad. Then it went to what's that pilot? Now.
And that was your chance, huh?
At that point, at that point, I liked through my phone.
Dude,
I was like this.
Hey, dog.
I was like that, dog.
Hey, you know the thing is, I saw the video, because I saw the, he got videos for every song,
Are you
right?
serious?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he
He
rolled out
had
the album
videos
every
for
week he
every
released,
song, so he's like on a plane. On a
You're
pilot.
lying!
Please, right.
He's in an airplane?
He's on an airplane with the fucking pilot hat on and everything.
Oh, come on, man. Why y'all?
Okay,
He's a pilot.
No, the
Dude,
fucking
fucking
way.
corny.
You gotta shit.
That is so lame.
Oh my god, he's on a plane.
He's in a state of flux. He don't know. He's trying to figure this shit out.
He does.
You're right.
You're right. You're absolutely
Real
right.
talk. You're right.
Stop
Oh,
it. When
God,
it got the pilot, I was like this. I like
Y'all
it.
gotta see this video.
I was like, huh?
You're like, oh
Y'all
no,
have
oh
to-
no,
Oh,
no.
But I sat
Y'all
through it
gotta see these videos.
and I listened to it, and I mean, the rest. What was the other tracks? Every time I come around, Who is this Kid guy? He is awful.
He was with
I got
Cash Money
gorillas
for a
that go
man.
ooh ooh.
And they get up in your poo poo, and you ain't got no Blue's Clues, and you all up in your shoes.
Dude, this guy was freaking awful. Like this is what you have. This is what you have on your squad. This is what you have on your squad 50 Cent. Everybody brought your unit back. Evidently, because Kid wasn't holding up the bill. That was awful. Jesus Christ, they went to that track.
Go ahead. I was waiting, boy. I was waiting.
And then it went to the track. Irregular Heartbeat was cool. That was Kid fucked it up though. Jadakiss was he was bad.
You hate him like that?
No, I mean he was bad. He was really bad, Mike.
Bad like that.
Yes, he was though.
God.
Only tracks I think I really enjoyed on here was actually the bonus tracks, which was the joint with Schoolboy Q.
Yeah, that was-
Flip on You. I like Flip
I
on
like
You.
those.
I like Flip on You. I like the Funeral because he told us he did something different. He told a story. Finally, he did something different. The same thing we kept hearing throughout this whole damn album.
You don't like Twisted?
No, I ain't like Twisted. Oh, don't get me started on his commercial songs. He fucked those all up with the commercial signing songs. And what's that shit? Winter Circle. I can't believe you like that shit.
I didn't say I like the song. I didn't say that. No,
He said it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And he'll
No,
make money off
That
of
shit
it.
was awful to my ears, man. Oh my god. That was terrible, man. The only, you know what? The only good thing I can't really say about this that I found out about this album was that a lot of the producers on here, just like they were like not known producers, and they had their
He
first
got
time.
ours.
Yeah. Yeah.
He got these guys. He found them 5 years ago.
I know. I'm just saying. I think that's the cool part about it. You know, just him finding them producers,
Giving
and
them opportunity.
Yeah, giving them the opportunity. That's the probably only positive thing I got from this album. And the bonus tracks with Schoolboy Q. I like the Funeral. I like the Jake One produced tracks. The Funeral, Hustler. I like the beats on there. The beats. I like the beats. That's about it. I didn't like this album at all though. This was awful.
I don't know. So I don't think this album is terrible.
like me. You like I don't know.
No, because here's the thing.
Oh my
This
God.
album is an album full of okay songs and some horrible songs. There's not a single dope track on this whole album. That's the problem I had with this. I liked Hold On. Hold On was a good track, and I agree. That sounded like Vintage 50, even though he sounded a little bit tired at the beginning, but he said he just woke up.
Yeah, he did.
So maybe he was trying to play the
Yeah,
character.
he didn't wake up by the damn end of that verse or the second verse.
Anyway, so that track I was like, okay, I might actually like this. And like y'all, I was rooting for 50 because everyone was saying that he was going back to his old style. So I was like, okay, cool. But he said that a million times.
Right.
When it got to the second fucking track, don't worry about this car I drive, don't worry about this bike I ride, don't worry about it. I'm not. You should be worrying about making good songs. And you're obviously not worried about that because you didn't fucking do it. I don't know who the hell Yo Gotti is.
He's from
But
Memphis.
I thought he was kind of cool. He sounded like he had to gargle.
What the hell?
What?
Yo Gotti's the people's channel, like the hood's people's channel. That's like
Yeah,
the
he's-
hood. Dude,
Oh,
people
yeah.
I like him. I kind of want. Is he?
Yeah.
Is his album good?
He's respected in the game, in the street.
I kind of want to go listen to
Yeah.
his album because I thought his verse was fucking good.
He was
And
almost signed to Grand Hustle at the time.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is no disrespect to him. I've never heard of him before.
Right.
But after that verse, I was like, okay, I like him. He sounds like a really good street rapper, and I like those dudes with those voices that sound like they've been eating razor blades. That's the kind of voice he has. I was like, I like this Yo Gotti guy, so I'm gonna go look into his music. But that was the only good part of that whole track. I like Animal Ambition. It was,
I know you do.
It was corny, but the verses were nice. 50 was rapping on that song. It was just, I mean, yeah, the chorus. I got the animal ambition.
Why you sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger? Why you sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Like who?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's what he sounds like. I got the animal
He does.
I got the animal ambition.
Yeah, why you
Go get the chopper.
I don't fucking
I
know.
don't get that.
But other than that, the beat was pretty decent and his rhymes were good. The thing about 50 is he still sounds good on a beat. It's just his content is not interesting. And Smoke, fuck. One of the worst songs I've heard all
And that's
year.
produced by Dr. Dre.
Easily. Yes, I know. Jesus Christ.
That's why we don't got that detox.
Huh?
Because of songs
he's too
like
busy
that.
doing this bullshit.
Yep.
The thing, I don't like weed songs as a general rule. They're corny to me. But this one wasn't even done half well. And Trey Songz, don't ever do that shit again at the end of the track where you were trying to like rap or something. No. Just fucking sing. Don't just. You're not Chris
No,
Brown.
he got 2 mixtapes.
Good for him.
That him rap.
I don't want to hear that.
I feel you. I'm just letting you know.
Oh well, great. I know what to avoid. Nothing on this album was worse than Winner's Circle. Are you ready to win? Fuck you. Are you serious? When it got to that track, I was like, you know what?
Wow.
This is one of the worst songs I've heard all year. And you're talking about Vintage 50? Bruh, no.
I didn't say that song.
No, I'm saying I didn't hear Vintage 50 anywhere on this shit.
Nowhere.
This sounded like 50, like everybody's been saying here, he's lost. He doesn't know what to do.
And he's trying to keep up with what's going on, like in the current,
Yes.
like.
And he's doing a bad job.
He just
Yeah.
A really bad
That
job.
whole "Don't Worry About It" is a great example of him trying to do like this catchy ass hook, and because like I said, I seen the videos like that came with these songs.
I didn't see that
See,
shit.
I wish I saw the videos before we did this
God,
review, because I
dude.
probably would have tore this shit to shreds.
You did. What you mean? You did tear it to shreds. But I mean, yeah. Don't worry about it.
He like in the
Again,
club. He's like in the club, like don't worry about it.
And nobody's
he's
worried about
like-
it. 50. Nobody's worried about it. And even the verses were lame as shit. Yeah, I know that's your bitch. I understand. I seen it all on Instagram. Really? That's
trying to
Vintage
try-
50
yeah,
since
yeah.
when? 50, I like him as a person. He's funny as shit. He's witty. He's extremely smart. The problem with this album is we didn't get any of that. We got a bunch of recycled, derivative nonsense with no feeling behind it. All I heard from this whole album was a try hard. I didn't hear 50 being 50. Like when you see him on interviews, he's hilarious. And the thing about it is, I don't need him to talk gangster shit all the time. I don't, because I don't want to hear that all the time. And I also don't need him to be talking about being in boardroom meetings with vitamin water people. But at the same time, I don't know what I want from 50, but this ain't it.
Right.
All I can say is this ain't it. I don't want to hear like, you know, it's like he's trying to prove something. Look at me, you know, I'm still rich. Great, but you can't make a song to save your fucking life, 50. And that's the problem. 50 Cent still sounds great on a beat, but his content is gone.
I think it was a good overall album just based on where I'm coming from with 50. You know, like as bad as I thought The Massacre was, and I'm the only one again that is thinking that that album was as bad as I think it is. You know, like for me, this was a step in the right direction for 50 to get to, you know, somewhere else. But again, he did have a lot of duds on here. Winter Circle was terrible. You know, Chase the Paper was also a good, you know, song. Like I don't think that this album was horrendous, but you know, I got like 2 or 3 joints on here that I will be bumping out of it. So overall, I think it was a good 50 project.
Wait, time out. You're doing the math in your head. Yeah, that's that
2 or
same
3
shit you always do. How you got 2 or 3 out of 14 tracks, but you started off the review saying
11 tracks.
Okay, fine,
So it's like
but
half
two-
the album, bro.
that ain't half the album. 2 or 3.
Look, all right, 2 or 3 is half of 11.
Oh, no.
Give me 5. Give me.
Okay, look, I got you. Look.
Give me 5.
Come on.
Hold on, don't worry about it.
It's 11.
Yeah, it's 11.
It's 11. Wait, listen.
Really needs to
I like Pilot for the verses. I thought the hook was whack, so that's 3.
What was the first 2 again?
The first 2. Hold on, don't worry about it. Pilot. Every time I come around, a regular heartbeat. So 5. And Chase the Paper was, you know what I'm saying? I can fuck with that.
6. You said 2 or 3. So now
Okay, yeah. We're good. I'm sorry. I had to clarify. Yeah, you right.
You can't say like 2 or 3.
Yeah, you know, because. All right, so I wasn't using that exact. I'm just saying, like, you know, it's not that many, my nigga. It's not that many, you know. But it was solid. The ones I did like for the verses, the hooks were whack.
You can listen to it, but the replay value is extremely low for me. And you know, there's little desire to go back and listen to it. I think the songs that I do like, like Hold On and the one with Jada, Irregular Heartbeat. I know you scared I can hear your heartbeat, you know, that one. But the ones that are bad, you know, are just bad, and they really impact this album in a negative way. I was okay with Animal Ambition. I mean, I guess if you're a creative person and you like making music, you're going to continue to create music. So who are we to kind of sit here and say you should stop creating music because that's something you like to do? But yeah, man, I think you nailed it right. It is subpar 50. It's not what we want to hear from him.
So I'm pretty much like done it with 50 Cent at this point, because like I said, I was hoping he was gonna make a nice album. I was I was looking forward to listening to this. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. Let's see what 50 gonna bring. He just
He gave
fucked
you
it up.
vintage 50
He
cents.
ain't give me
According to
shit.
Ralph, he gave you vintage 50, bro.
Vintage my ass. Stick a
Yeah.
fork in him. He's done.
You didn't like Get Rich or Die Trying?
Yeah.
Then you should like this. That's what Ralph said.
I don't like
Said the
this.
soundtrack though. I didn't say
I don't like this.
Like I said earlier, 50 Cent sounds like he has something to prove. Look, I'm still tough. Look, I'm still rich. All he proved is that, look, I'm out of touch.
Right.
Look, I need help writing songs.
Right.
Winner's Circle was bad enough to make this album horrible to me. Because the fact that he let that be on an album. Are you ready to win? What is that? It sounds like some Kirk Franklin or some shit, like some old church ass song. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Chase the Paper was okay. Chase the Paper was okay. The rest of this, no. I'm sorry. I wanted this to be good,
Right.
but I think 50's just, he's lost it at this point. I don't even care to hear Street King Immortal anymore. When he was talking about the album before, I was like, oh, that might be good. He's just making bad decisions.
Yeah.
At this point, he should just stop making music and just keep making business moves because you're already rich. I understand you want to keep having your foot in the game, but what I feel like with this record is like Ja Rule trying to come back after 50 destroyed him. It's like Rick Ross kind of embarrassed the shit out of you, and you're still trying to make these tough guy rap albums, and it's just not working. It's just not working. So, just go the route of Ja. Maybe you and Josh do like a collab album. The Fucked Up Twins or some
See, he
shit.
brought back
Like,
G on it though. So
he had to. After all that shit that he talked about them, he got them on stage.
Got them back.
And that should tell you, like, all of these things are just showing you what 50's head is like right now. I don't know what I'm doing. That's what I get from every song on here and every move I see him making music-wise. Is I don't know what I'm doing. He never should have left Dre and M.
Like I don't believe what he's rapping about. Like it's like when I listen to it, I
can't.
just don't believe it. Like
You can't believe what he
I know.
started rapping about because he's not rapping about where he is. It's like
Right.
when you talk about Jay. Jay's not gonna keep talking about the crack game anymore. He's gonna talk about these Monets and shit, and that's fine if that's what you want to listen to. I would have more respect for that than I do with this kind of shit. What animal ambition does 50 have? You know what I'm saying? What ambition? I mean, I don't get it. And this pile of shit. Okay, you rhyming talking about there's only one number one, nigga. I'm number one. Number one what?
right.
And yo,
Number one what? You're not the number one lyricist. You're not. This is not in the Club 50 anymore. And he needs to accept that and just let it go. Because these songs are not going to get 50 where he wants to be. They're not going to get 50 the respect that he wants in 2014. They're just not. So, sorry 50. I would say good luck next time, but hey, I don't think it needs to be a next time, man. Let this shit go.